As everybody's focused on the holidays and the FTX collapse is all over the news, they slipped in the $1.7 trillion spending bill. Let's take a little journey to understand, not understand, what this actually means. Let's put this into perspective. In 2022, our government spent $6.2 trillion. Now, to give you an aspect, that $6.2 trillion is more than we earned in our country. Therefore, that money needed to be borrowed. Now, as we head into one of the biggest economic collapses in our living history, we now passed a $1.7 trillion spending bill. So as you look this way as FTX, on December 23rd, as we go into the holidays, they passed the $1.7 trillion. Where do you think that money is going to come from? So it's either going to come from raising taxes or borrowing money. So our debt compared to our actual GDP in America is over 700% compared to around 1950s, which is around 280%. Our debt to income ratio, GDP to debt, is at 124%. And more money has been printed the last 24 months than in history. So our debt to income ratio is negative. We're borrowing $1.7 trillion. And now we're at a point in our country where our taxes are probably just paying for the interest on the money we borrow from foreign countries. As many countries are detaching from the petrodollar, de-dollarizing, the central banks are all stacking gold, pay attention, and most countries are working to launch a central bank digital currency. And isn't it ironic that ISO 20002 is now phasing in as all banks launch their blockchain technology? So if you know and you're an economist, comment right here. How can you fix this economy? 124% debt to income ratio. The debt in percentage to our GDP is at 700%. We just passed a $1.7 trillion spending bill that's going to need to be borrowed. You don't think there's a reason why they're stacking gold right now? We're going back to an asset-backed currency in a digital currency type of way. I told you guys, the economy is going to come collapsing down Q2, Q3, 2023. Interest rates are going to keep skyrocketing. They're going to try to cool inflation down to 2%. The dollar will start to cool down. You're going to see a lot of things with climate change. By 2025, you're going to see the biggest switch in your financial system. Pay attention. As you look this way, there's always another narrative going on this way. Warriors, get your shit together. Love you guys. Think about